Je suis une fleur.
Coupé.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
On dit au revoir le Colorado. Colorado, c'est fini. On va dans l'Utah quelques jours.
J'espère qu'on va pas lutter.
On arrive dans l'Utah. On vient d'arriver dans l'Utah. Il fait froid. Il y a de la neige partout. Et il fait nuit. C'est intéressant, hein. Salt Lake City.
Prendre à gauche sur 500 South, 5th South.
En route pour l'Université de Utah, University of Utah, pour rencontrer le département qui fait du jeu à contrôleur alternatif et voir les protos des élèves cette année et ce qu'ils font. Et voilà, c'est joli, c'est mignon, Salt Lake City. C'est froid par contre, genre très froid.
Can you introduce yourself? Who are you? What are you doing with your life?
Oh boy, that's a loaded question. My name's Ryan Bound. I'm an artist and game maker. I teach full-time at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City in the Entertainment Arts and Engineering program. That's the most academic way to say we make games. Here's a controller that has died in development.
Okay.
At the beginning of the semester, the students come together and we give them a framework for the class, which is pitch an alt-controller, which we say pitch an emotional experience with the player. You want the player to interact with something in a novel way where it either meets or breaks expectations based on the affordances, right? And so they'll all pitch, I think about 45 of them pitch, and then based on the pitches, they vote on which ones they want to move forward to a prototyping phase. And there's 12 that moved forward to prototyping, and they got about 2 weeks to prototype hardware and software to find the fun, improve the tech. And this is actually one that Sean actually worked on here. The mechanics, and this was Rat Tail Diner, if I recall correctly. I don't know if you want to pitch it, kind of put you on the spot.
Sure.
I know this brings back a lot of emotional experiences.
It didn't get through.
Okay.
You can tell. Rat Tail Diner was basically, imagine if you were Remy the Rat from Ratatouille, but a greasy spoon diner in the Midwest.
Okay.
So instead of a rat serving French cuisine, it's a rat on top of a guy we named Sleeveless Mike that was serving up diner food, greasy spoon diner food.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. This is Runaway Robbers. In this game, you are playing a part of a bank robbing team, but instead of being someone at the bank, you are behind the scenes in the traffic management spot that you have gotten yourself hired out on as. So you control the lights when they are green, when they're red, when the train comes through. And the idea is that when your team leaves the bank in their getaway car, that they're going to need to be able to stay away from the cops and stay ahead of getting caught for long enough for them to essentially find a way out of the city.
Yeah, so this is Get Off My Lawn. It's a first-person arcade-style tower defense game where your goal is to stay in your rocking chair and keep all the trespassers off your lawn. And so you need to keep the chair rocking while simultaneously aiming your hose to spray off critters and anyone trying to ruin your good lawn and your good afternoon.
This is a makeshift hose.
Okay.
It's like a wee light gun. This is our old doll. Right now it doesn't have our actual systems on it because we've got all these fancy wires that we're working on setting up. But basically, the system is pins, poke, and then you'll have an employee selected, and if you poke them in their hand, they'll drop their phone. If you poke them in their head, they'll wake up, etc. If you poke them here, they'll stop being hungry.
Okay.
All that. But of course, if you poke them in the wrong spot, they might stop working as efficiently because nobody likes getting a splitting headache when they don't need one.
Indeed.
Yeah, and we're also going to have an employee of the month board where there will be an RFID sensor in the doll, so you touch it to the employee you want to select. Kind of. I'm sorry, Ryan.
Oh my God! Was that a needle?
Yeah.
I thought it was in there.
That's me.
I was waving the doll around and flew out.
Yeah.
That was not.
Long term, we'll have a bigger doll, and we're actually going to 3D print like a very comically large.
Okay.
You'll print the doll.
Yes,
with.
sorry
so
about
it won't be an actual needle.
Okay.
The needle. That was not. But yeah.
But you guys, you are recording in slow mo.
Yeah.
You did see the reaction times of the.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The reaction times were good.
Yeah.
It went straight.
So we use an alternative control to rotate to show as a compass, so you can see the direction. And in the future, we will use the LED on the controller to let the player know, what's the direction just on the alternative control. So the player just not going to read the value on the screen.
Of course.
And other things right now, we can use the sensor to let the player move because we want to simulate the compass, like we open the case to like start moving and close to stop. So we use and we use this kind of mechanic to do some also just a little bit offline. So we use this kind of mechanic to do some puzzle. So here is a zone we can use another sensor to sensor the flick, so player can just like take our control around, so the character will be like flipped around.
Okay.
The game.
Sorry, in order to start, you gotta turn on the engine. So turn that little dial right there. Yep, give it a couple turns. There you go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And you will need this at some point. You need this at some point.
Okay.
Okay. Now.
Like we have to jumpstart the.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly it. Hey,
Okay.
It's a good sign. Okay. So.
So imagine you're driving a car with a manual transmission. Right?
No, it's me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what would happen if.
Yeah. You're switching the gears. Yeah. We have this UI in the top left. There's a gear state. Now we're in first gear, so you're free to drive around. Yep.
Vas-y, avance pour plus casser des trucs.
En fait, ça me sert à changer les vitesses, mais pas...
Pas avancer. Comment t'as avancé là, justement?
J'ai pas avancé.
Mais si t'as avancé.
Ça c'est pour reculer, on va s'en marcher. Ça c'est la boîte de vitesse en fait.
Ok.
Mais je sais pas, ça me sert à bouger le bras.
Je vais juste voir ce qui se passait si je levais le bras. Mais...
Ah, ou alors, attends, non, c'est il faut pousser les deux tires simultanément.
Ah, vas-y.
1, 2, 3. Oups.
Yeah, the playground.
If you double click on the playground,
The scene, playground scene.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, press play. Yep.
Try this one.
Probably should have put you in this one. Second. 1 sec.
Not your normal play testers. They can just here. Let me just write some code in the Unity for you real quick in between, right?
Ok.
Yep.
Ouais, vas-y.
Alright, there we go.
Donc left tire, right tire. Ah oui, non, start d'abord, vas-y.
Oh yeah, for this level the engine is already on.
Oh, okay.
But that's the only difference.
Doucement.
There we go.
Yep.
Je vais pas trop vite parce que tout à l'heure on est allé comme des gros bourrins et on s'est jeté pas. Ok. Ah, j'ai le boom qui se lève pas, on peut que les écraser, je crois.
I expect to see you guys translate a French manual now. Okay.
My French is a little rusty.
Yeah.
I learned one thing from my dad when he went to Paris, which was how to say bâillon ou fromage en baguette, which is just egg and cheese on bread.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
He ate when he was in France. That's all he knew.
Oh. Si on doit reculer, je sais pas comment on fait.
Ryan, would you say our game has a certain genetic?
Maybe we need to repair, huh?
Yeah.
Using this.
Keep the LED on for 3 seconds, then you're good. Should be.
Yep.
You can use the blinking of the keyboard LEDs as a... Oh.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready to come. Yeah.
Do you want to have a try? Okay. Or you want to?
Oh.
Okay. Nice.
Sorry.
So it's basically the distance you cover.
Okay.
With 25 grams of gas in the
No. Oh.
Yeah, this is stuff.
Oh, too much. Just wait. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming down. It was a pleasure meeting you all, and hopefully you enjoyed GDC. And we have a game on the show floor. I'd love you guys to play it.
Looking forward to playing it.
Stop by our booth. Our booth is literally between alt.ctrl and the IGF. It's right there. Come and say hi.
Of course. Thanks again.
Good.
Et voilà, on va là, Dreamscapes. C'est parti. Vas-y, je t'en prie.
Ça donne $9,000. Mais ils ont pas le T47.
Non. Sinon, j'aurais tout à fait considéré le prendre.
We'll be calling for you guys in just like 3 to 5-ish minutes. holler to a friend with a local artist the best way we can. So we gave them a room. You are walking into 20 different rooms, but they're on different vibe, they're on different themes, a lot of photo opportunities. So we do recommend you take many pictures. And then all our materials are secondhand, donated, trash basically. People didn't need anymore. We're trying to save the world as best we can, and the best way to do is with art. So, let's see, I'll scoot this in. Can everybody see my board over here? Yes, nice. The blue arrows are so that you don't get lost. You won't, but if you don't know where you're going and the layout's a little confusing for you, it'll be right here on the floor. Yes?
Okay. Do we want to go to this area? Ooh, touch the start. Ooh, I want the big shit. Oh, wait, there's a scan.
Oh, make a wish, c'est un take a wish. Il y en a plus.
Ah, les wish sont out of order.
Faut bien les nuages, c'est comme ça.
Je suis une fleur.
Coupé. En fait, tout ça, c'était des rebuts, des déchets. Genre comme... Ils ont fait de l'art. C'est pratique. C'est de l'upcycling.
Toi aussi, tu veux être de l'art?
Oui, il faut qu'on transforme en art maintenant.
C'est aussi que des artistes locaux. Et il y a du storytelling. Mais je vous en dirai plus quand j'en saurai plus moi-même, puisqu'on vient juste de commencer. On va commencer au prologue.
Welcome to my bookstore. I am the Magus, and I am here to guide you. If you have found me here, then you are looking for answers. Or perhaps you are yearning for something more. If dreams are gateways, books are keys. I am Magus the Dream Dragon, and I have the key you are searching for. You may have noticed something is not quite right in Dreamscapes. We call it the dwindling. It drains Dreamscapes of its color and silences the voices of dream creatures. You have a choice. Find your way home and escape the Dreamscapes before the dwindling consumes it. Or find the source of the dwindling to save Happyton and the residents of Dreamscapes. I will set you on both paths. Whichever you choose, I must warn you that you may not turn back once you've gone down the rabbit hole. So, you've chosen the path of the hero.
camping in the great outdoors in the palms of your hands by covering them over your eyes. Imagine the moon. Imagine the stars. Imagine soaking in their glow. Imagine whatever you want. Nathan will find you soon. Everything is fine. The color still exists. Everything is fine. The dwindling is not real. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. The dwindling does not exist. The dwindling does not exist. Everything is fine. The dwindling does not exist. Harrington, the town of your dreams.
Ça, c'est la salle cyberpunk 2077.
On t'appelle.
Allô? Si je tire ça, mais ça tombe.
C'est ici l'animation en fait.
Welcome to my ship. I'm Lieutenant Phaelus, the ship cat. My job is to take naps and... No, I think that's it. The ship doesn't fly, obviously, and repairing it isn't napping, so I'm completely clueless. If you repair this ship, I think it'll make my job easier. Is a ship that doesn't move still a ship? How am I going to be a ship cat then? I'd rather these questions be resolved so I can get back to my nap.
C'est chaud. Ça va mon Gus?
Est-ce que c'est lui ou lui?
Bah tu serais daltonienne, tu ferais la gueule. Hein.
C'est pour ça qu'il y a les formes, je pense.
Ce qui veut dire que c'est mieux que mon Gus.
Neurons needed. Quantum entanglement detangled. Psychonautics process. Temporally unstable neurological additive tanks are full. Launch sequence activated. Hang on!
Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette domination? Blip 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 bloup bloup.
Ah, c'est lui.
Welcome to my ship welcome to repair the ship. Oula.
Your chocolate pudding and chips, so you replace the head. Is it then still your grandfather's axe? The answer would be yes, because of the metaphysics of the axe. The non-physical parts of this remain. The memory of your grandfather, how you feel when you look at it. All of these things are the non-physical parts of the axe. I believe the anomaly consumes the non-physical parts of these things. Or perhaps the anomaly doesn't eat those things. Maybe it is simply the absence of those things. The meaning and magic associated with them dwindles away. If that's the case, how is it spreading? I've got a follow-up appointment with Sergeant Locke, who's affected by this dwindling anomaly. Perhaps I can learn more.
Ça c'est un QR code, donc c'est un site où il y a juste un message, un log d'un des personnages qui était caché dans son casier. Mais du coup, c'est une expédition scientifique qui cherchait la cause du dwindling, là, le truc qui mange les couleurs. Sa théorie à elle, c'était que c'était pas une créature, mais un truc qui se charge de... Enfin, je sais pas si c'est un côté Stephen King, façon les langoliers en fait, qui se chargent de bouffer les trucs au fur et à mesure. Mais dans sa théorie, ça se charge d'éradiquer en fait les paradoxes. Là, l'exemple qu'elle donnait, c'était si d'une façon ou d'une autre, on pouvait récupérer la hache de notre grand-père qui servait à couper du bois, et que du coup, on la cassait en le faisant, mais que on récupérait du bois pour la refaire. Est-ce que c'était toujours en fait pour lui redonner au grand-père, etc., au moment où il est censé en avoir besoin, etc. Est-ce que du coup ça reste la même hache et est-ce que le temps fonctionnerait de la même façon, etc. Bref.
That's Ariel. She would tell stories. Sometimes I would roll up an old newspaper and hold it to my ear so I could listen in. They were scary stories about ghosts and monsters to take kids away. I liked the stories, but that might have been the reason nobody liked me. I wish she would have told some stories about nice monsters. Then she lost her color and stopped telling stories altogether. When people would ask, she would say, "Don't you have chores to do?" or "Go do something useful." Now she's a big sucker. But I'm the biggest sucker of all. Oh, I should have never had that stupid dream.
Il voulait des amis Et les gens de la forêt, du coup, ils ont perdu leur couleur à cause du truc, le dwindling, là. Et du coup, ils sont devenus méchants. Alors lui, il a fait un rêve pour demander à ce que tout le monde soit sweet avec lui. Et du coup, ça les a transformés en sweets.
Il a encore plus foutu la merde, quoi.
Hey, you're not here to eat the candy, are you? I hope not. You're probably not gonna want to anyway when you figure out what it is. It's people.
Ça raconte quoi?
Le log du capitaine, en fait, qui du coup, ça commence au moment où ils ont perdu le troisième membre d'équipage, celui dans le locker. Il restait qu'une sorte de main à moitié blanche et moitié noire. C'est le premier des trois qui a été touché par le
dwindling.
L'autre, c'était la scientifique dont on a eu le log audio tout à l'heure. Et là, c'est le capitaine du coup qui quitte le vaisseau pour aller tenter de retrouver des ressources pour réparer le vaisseau et puis de quoi survivre. Et il laisse du coup la meuf, je sais plus comment elle s'appelle, faire des recherches pour tenter de comprendre ce qui se passe et essayer de sauver en fait du coup, le membre d'équipage qui a été bouffé. Et ils ont le chat, Faelus, qu'on a eu dans l'autre truc, qui reste à bord. Et donc lui, il part, mais je comprends pas trop pourquoi, mais il est là où on est là, donc une espèce de truc de monde des rêves bizarre. Il se retrouve sous l'océan. En gros, il essaie de naviguer dans cette espèce d'univers onirique en essayant de suivre la logique des rêves, du coup, qui est une logique fucked up, mais qui a toujours une logique quand même.
I'm glad to see that you've made it all the way here, with your dreams intact. All dreams are born here, and without it, Dreamscapes would cease to exist. I've done my best to protect it. I cannot defeat the dwindling. Only you can do that. I'm sure you've realized by now what the dwindling is. The absence of dreams. Whenever a dreamer lets go of their dream, the dwindling spreads through Dreamscapes. Seek out Era, the unicorn. They will teach you how to perform wish magic.
Ooh.
You've made it to the heart of Dreamscapes, the dream tree. Magus must have had the right measure of you. Unfortunately, I do not know how to perform wish magic. That's a misconception. But we do know how to make dreams come true. And it is magic. It takes hard work, patience, nurturing, and most importantly, the strength to never give up. The first step toward manifesting your dreams is to write it down. The second step is to share it. The final step is to pursue that dream relentlessly until it bears fruit. There are two hidden truths you can share. the test to write your dreams, share it on the dream tree, and then go forth in pursuit of it.
C'est quoi ton rêve?
Je veux la paix dans le monde.
Ah ok, moi j'aurais voulu un latte macchiato de chez Starbucks, mais...
Je veux être riche. Je veux du pognon. Je vais mettre ça. Je veux un max de pognon. Faut pleuvoir la moule. Ah non, faut des abonnés à Twitch. Plein d'abonnés Twitch. Allez, c'est parti.
Allez.
Aller chez Starbucks.
Oui.
Well, it looks like you survived the dwindling.
Things are always changing at Dreamscapes, so please come back very soon.
And don't forget to grab some dream juice on your way out.
Ah bah ici au moins on a droit au crédit. C'est qui a fait quoi.
Et voilà, Dreamscapes.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。